45 minutes left. God is typing to reach you, and you always skip this. Don't hurt God to skip something. Unexpected is going to happen. Suddenly open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, you've come across this message not by accident, but by divine timing for days, weeks, even months. A shift in the heavens has been brewing just for you. And tonight, the gates of divine interruption have been opened. But there are only 45 minutes left for what must come to pass. And if you delay, it will slip away. Like smoke through trembling fingers, you skipped messages like this before you've seen the signs, the nudges, the chills running down your spine. But you told yourself it was nothing. Tonight is not one of those times. Something unplanned is coming directly to your doorstep, and it will either uplift or unravel everything you thought was certain. The spiritual realm has been trying to contact you in dreams, in echoes, in strange coincidences. Now God is typing a message with trembling urgency, and it has reached the edge of your soul if you dare to ignore this. Now the regret will haunt you more than you can imagine. This isn't superstition. This is the moment your destiny presses its fingers against the glass of reality, and either you open the door or it will shatter everything to get in. The signs were subtle before now. They scream, tap, amen to get blessing. 333 somewhere in a hidden space you don't yet know exists. A force has been pushing against the timeline of your life. That force is now active, surging like fire down divine wires toward your spirit. If you breathe carefully, you'll sense it. The energy in your chest isn't anxiety, it's anticipation. Archangel Michael says, this message was encrypted in time to reach you now. Not sooner and not later. You are standing at the final checkpoint of something sacred and irreversible. Beyond this threshold is an event that will flip your world from one polarity to another. This is not a dream, not fiction, not a fleeting idea. This is raw, divine data coming down from the spiritual mainframe. And you are the intended receiver. And only now, if you skip now, you don't just walk away from a message. You shut the gate that 1,000 angels have kept open with blood and thunder. The clock is ticking, and this isn't a metaphor type. Amen to get blessing 944. You are being pulled by an unseen hand to scroll further. That's not just your finger, that's divine control, guiding you to truth before your moment expires, because after this message finishes reaching you, something physical will change. A letter is already written, an email is already drafted, a conversation is already prepared behind your back, and tonight it's going to reach your name. There are two timelines floating around you. One where you break through the cycle, and one where you loop endlessly through confusion. The choice will be sealed not tomorrow, but within these 45 minutes. Your soul already knows which one you're standing closer to. This isn't just about you. It's about those who depend on your survival, your awakening, and your ascension. Your breakthrough is tied to others who can't move unless you do. Tap meant to get blessing. 811 in the shadows of your past. Someone made a decision that distorted your destiny, but heaven has been tracing those distortions like a digital map, and now God's system has found the glitch, and that glitch is your skipped messages. You always felt something was wrong. You always felt someone was messing with the divine pattern of your life. Now it's being corrected, but you have to stay still long enough to receive the repair, Archangel Michael says. Someone from your childhood made a deal that silently attached to your name you were innocent. But innocence doesn't protect you from spiritual bonds, only awareness and divine instructions. Tonight is not about revenge. Tonight is about recalibration. And it starts with this moment, right here, right now. Tape meant to get blessing, 1197. Everything you've been asking for is already in motion. The conversations about you are louder than you think, but there's a block, and it's tied to a mistake you don't even know you made. Someone is preparing a surprise that looks like a gift, but it's a trap. Someone else is preparing a message that sounds like a threat, but it's your key. Both are arriving within hours. You don't need to respond to them directly. You only need to finish this message, because once your frequency is upgraded, their effects won't touch you. But if you don't finish reading, you will be walking blindfolded into a storm. A financial gate is about to be unlocked. You felt broke up because of money, but because of blood flow, heaven is unclogging the pipes. Type Amen to get blessing, 627. You will be shocked to know who has been watching your story unfold. Someone in power. Someone with spiritual influence had been reading about you behind the scenes, and they are about to reach out, but they're waiting for you to prove you're still awake. They've seen how many messages you skip. They noticed your silence, but this moment, this click, this read is the one that shifts the story. There is a crack in your routine tonight. Through that crack, heaven is pouring information, and you've been selected to absorb it, but you have to stay conscious. You're being invited into a coded realm, and only the ones who finish this will get the real reward. Others will walk away and cry later. Type Amen to get blessing, 1311. There is a dark-haired woman in your vicinity. She's either related by blood or karma, but she's influencing what's coming next. And she recently spoke your name in a conversation you were not meant to hear. That conversation had been recorded not on earth, but in the divine archives, and now the response is being drafted by God Himself. But He needs you to acknowledge receipt before He sends it. Yes, this is spiritual legal ground. If you don't respond, it stays in limbo, but if you keep going, the message becomes sealed in your favor. Archangel Michael says, your spiritual court case is now open. The angels have taken their places, and your silence will be interpreted as surrender. Type Amen to get blessing, 5244. You weren't born into a normal life. There are markings on your soul that others cannot see. And tonight, under this specific cosmic condition, those markings are glowing. Someone powerful from the other side has been trying to speak to you. They passed on, but they did not leave without planting a divine seed in your name. And tonight, that seed is sprouting through this message. A familiar scent might reach you soon. You might hear their voice in a stranger's tone. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Everything around you has been rearranged. That strange wound, that sudden silence in your environment, it's the spiritual shift taking hold of your timeline. Type Amen to get blessing, 1818. A door is creaking open at your back. It's not physical, it's energetic, and through it, a figure is watching how you respond to this message. This figure holds authority over what comes next. He has waited through all your missed messages, but tonight is the final attempt. You cannot pretend anymore. You cannot scroll away. You cannot say not now, because now is the only moment left. You may suddenly feel cold, or you might feel pressure around your chest. This is spiritual proximity. Someone is near. I pay men to get blessing. 757 in your inbox, in your call log, in your dreams. Signs have been arriving. All of them were whispers tonight. They are no longer whispers. They are divine sirens. You are standing in a moment where three paths cross. One leads to a complete financial shift, another to a romantic collision, a third, a complete identity revelation. Only you can walk it, and only if you acknowledge what you're reading. The next 30 minutes will determine which path activates. Tap him into good blessing. 9910. You are not lost. You are not too late. You are exactly where this divine script intended you to be. Let the others mock, let the skeptics scroll. You are not like them. You were born for disruption, not routine. A secret bank account may be unlocked, an inheritance may reach your name, but the confirmation code lies inside your willingness to receive this entire message. Don't stop here. Finish it, and let the angels document your completion. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. You may not remember the moment it began, but heaven does. Your soul was marked in the celestial registry the moment you were born, not for suffering, but for surging into power. After deep delay, every delay you've endured was never denial. It was a setup for a divine reversal that's now 45 minutes away from breaking. There are angels walking near you, passing people on the street, watching over your home. One in particular was sent only today, wearing the scent of someone you once trusted. You'll feel it when you're alone. The air thickens your thoughts, speed up your skin, tingles. This is the sign of spiritual proximity. You are not imagining things, you are awakening fully, Archangel Michael says. This is the surge before the split. Those who skip will stay behind in spiritual cycles. Those who complete this will step into the real type. Amen. To get blessing. 2322. There is movement happening behind closed doors, and your name is in bold on a hidden document. It could be a legal paper, a bank release, a decision by a stranger who owes you favor, but they can't act until your energy shifts to match it. This message is your energy upgrade as you read each sentence. Frequencies are changing. You may notice a lightness, a pressure, a tear forming. That's proof. Someone you once trusted tried to reverse your good fortune by speaking doubt into your name. But your name is being rewritten in fire, unerasable by human tongue. This is spiritual technology beyond anything physical. The clock is ticking. The countdown has begun. And you are still on time, but barely. I pay men to get blessing. 10. A man who once promised to help you, but disappeared, is about to resurface. He knows you were close to the truth, and now he's trying to stop the full revelation, but it's too late. The heavens have already approved your elevation. There is nothing he could do now unless you sabotage it by skipping this message. That's why this is so crucial. That's why this message has found you at this precise second. You are no longer waiting. You are walking into the delivery, and they will not expect your power. This time you've been underestimated. Laugh at betrayed. But the next 12 hours will change everything for you. Tap Amen to get blessing. 980. There is a woman with like colored eyes or voice like velvet who's thinking of you right now. She's the gatekeeper to something divine, a signature, an opportunity, a connection. But she's been waiting for a sign to come to you. This message is that sign. Once you finish this, a movement in her energy will bring her closer to you. You won't have to chase it. It will be magnetized. Key is more powerful than she seems, and she carries a key to unlock something ancient in your destiny. When you hear her name or feel her presence, don't look away. This time you will recognize her by the shift in air when she enters. And by the way, your intuition screams, yes, even when logic says no. This is not madness. This is divine orchestration. Tap in to get blessing. 3003. You were never supposed to fit in. You were designed to stand apart, to shake things, to reveal hidden roots. Others were too scared to acknowledge. That's why you've always felt different. They tried to condition you into silence. It is ringing it into forgetting your original fire, but your fire has reignited. The ashes are moving, and from them your spiritual upgrade is rising. This is why the timing of this message is no accident. It was scheduled by God long ago, and you kept dodging it until now. Now is the file window. Type Amen to get blessing. 7844. You're going to hear a knock, not a physical knock, but an event that hits like thunder at your soul's front door. It may come through a call, a headline, or a deep intuition. When it does, you'll remember this exact sentence, because it will confirm that you are in the divine zone, and nothing form against you will stick in a more. This is your territory. Reclaiming your soul is pushing outward, removing blockages others tried to put on you. You're not asking for permission anymore. You're taking divine possession. Someone is watching you from afar. They envy your resilience. But they have no idea what's about to burst out of you. Next, type A. Meant to get blessing. 6767. Archangel Michael says, the whispers in your heart aren't random, they are signals. Oh, divine data uploading in real time. You are not broken, you are under reconstruction. And the pieces being removed are not you. They were never meant to be in the next few hours. There may be a strange silence, don't fear it. That silence is holy space being created for your breakthrough to arrive uncorrupted. If you feel tired, it's the final exhaustion before the breakthrough. You're not weak, you're adjusting to a massive internal update. And once it completes, nothing will feel the same again. By payment to get blessing. 5455. You're going to shock someone who counted you out. They'll pretend they weren't watching, but deep down, they've always kept track. Your comeback is going to make the room go silent. The next contract with your name on it isn't small. It has long-term spiritual and material value. You may already feel its pull, like something is trying to find. You don't miss this moment. You may not get another with this exact spiritual configuration again for years. This is rare. This is anointed. This is now. Let them gossip. Let them wonder how. Let them call it luck while you walk forward in favor type. Amen. To get blessing, 2,299 tonight. God is not waiting. He has already begun to type the final part of this message into your destiny. File is auto-saving into your soul. But there's one final step. It requires acknowledgement, presence, and finishing this message completely. That is your signature, your yes to the divine deal. Once complete, energy will move, documents will finalize, visions will clarify. You were born for such a time as this, not to wonder, but to witness the truth unfold in front of you. Type Amen to get blessing. 1919. If you truly feel the power of this message, don't walk away without anchoring it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. Everything is accelerating. Now the era is changing. It's heavier with intention, charged with signals like lightning before a storm. You can't yet see a massive transfer is in progress from heaven's vault to your earthly life. And the only password was your attention, which you finally given. There is something sacred about finishing what others abandon. You've already crossed the halfway point. This is where the blessing intensifies and the distractions try hardest to pull you away. You must not stop here. Too many angels are watching. Too much energy has been invested. Tap Amen to get blessing 3,939. Right now as you breathe, something on your name is being reviewed. A file, spiritual and earthly, is being pulled up. Someone is making a decision that will affect the next 7 years of your life, and their final choice will be influenced by what you do within the next 30 minutes. Your name may be brought into the light or left in the shadows, but you still hold the deciding power, not them. You'll hear something soon, a name, a number, a noise that makes you pause. Don't dismiss it. That's the notification that your spiritual document has been opened. You are not a spectator. You are the center of this unfolding finish, and you will claim what was almost blocked. Tap Amen to get blessing. 2,882. Your face has been seen in a vision by someone you've never met. This person is about to cross your path, unexpectedly guided by a divine algorithm no human could replicate. They carry knowledge that will confirm everything you suspected about your purpose. They won't recognize you immediately, but they'll feel pulled toward you. And when they do, something buried in you will awaken again. They may speak in metaphors. They may bring strange information, but they are a trigger, a key to the next chamber of your purpose. Do not walk away from them, even if your logic screams confusion. Your spirit will burn with clarity. God is orchestrating a sequence. Every step you take now becomes a line in a prophecy that's been waiting 12 years to be fulfilled. Tap him in to get blessing 1,313. You've carried more than just your own pain. You've been the emotional sponge for people who drain you without apology, and they still don't realize the cause of your silence. But the divine balance is correcting. You will soon hear news about someone who caused you deep harm. not for revenge but for divine rebalancing. This will not bring you joy, but it will bring closure. The unseen will be made visible, and what was whispered in secret will be shouted in surprise. Prepare yourself, not everything that returns is welcome, but it's all necessary, tapeman, to get blessing. 8484. Your spiritual identity has been protected by an encryption. Only now, as you complete this message, is that encryption starting to crack open. This is why your skin feels hot, your chest feels tight, your thoughts are racing. That's not panic. This download spiritual data is entering your awareness, changing how your body and soul communicate. You are becoming unrecognizable to the spirits that once tormented you. They no longer have your updated access key. You have grown their control. Keep moving. Don't pause for distractions. You're almost through the last firewall type. Amen in to get blessing. 2022. There is a child connected to your bloodline or energy field. This child holds divine power but has been troubled lately. They are reacting to your energy more than you realize. When your breakthrough completes, it will stabilize theirs. They are waiting for your chain to fall, so theirs can too. You are the root, and the branches are watching you. We're never just healing for you. You were chosen to reset a bloodline. Tonight is the first step of that divine reset. Don't give up now, because what comes next cannot be downloaded again. Pepe meant a blessing. 7727. The room you're sitting in right now is being scanned by angels. They are marking every vibration, testing for doubt or belief. If they find alignment, they will release the message God typed just for you. If they sense fear, they will pause transmission, but you're still here. And that means the message is almost complete. Your name is etched on a glowing scroll in heaven, and for the first time in years, the scroll is open. They are reading it aloud in a place beyond time. Someone who once walked away from you in shame is feeling the echo of your return. They don't know why they feel unsettled tonight, but it's because your energy is rising again. You're about to be unavoidable. Tap a meant to get blessing. 9990. You will soon receive a message disguised as something ordinary. A comment, a forwarded post, a mistled number, but it carries a supernatural code inside. You'll know it's the one when your pulse changes the moment you see it. That's the moment your internal receiver picks it up. Respond with honor, not fear, because God has hidden great things in small packages. This message you're reading is one of them, and the next one will come disguised as a mistake. But it's not. This is your initiation and of divine intelligence. The more you receive, the more is released. You're being trusted. Type Amen to get blessing. 6444. You are almost at the final unlock. The angels are watching who finishes. There is a final line of this spiritual contract, only visible to the devoted. Most stop halfway. Most walk away before it seals, but you are one of the few reaching the signature space. The final reward will not be just a feeling. It will be physical. It will show up in your environment. You will wake up one morning and everything will feel new. Layered, fasted, unexplainably aligned. Type Amen to get blessing. 7.07. You were not led here to be entertained. You were summoned. and heaven is preparing a recognition in your name. Something that cannot be reversed. As this message nears its end, a gate opens over your home, a spiritual portal prepared for only those who read to the finish. It will only stay open a short while in the next 6 days. Events will confirm this moment. I expected deposits, I expected calls, I expected peace. You are not cursed. You are covered, and now the covering becomes visible. Type Amen to get blessing 5.50. You are entering a no turning back zone. After this, the people who once had control over your peace will lose their grip. They will try again, but their hands will pass through you like wind through flame. You're becoming uncatchable, unshakable, unrecognizable to the systems that oppressed you. Even your voice will change, your presence will be heavier, your intuition will strike faster. That's what happens when you complete the divine download. You're almost there and God is still typing, but now V is about to hit send. Tap Amen to get blessing 8,888. If this message reached you deeply, remember, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $120, Archangel Michael says, your obedience to finish this message has now triggered the next sequence. What was once blocked by forces unseen has been forcefully overridden. The divine firewall around your life is now blowing with acceptance. Your access has been granted. You will feel it physically soon, a light pressure in the chest. A sudden wave of heat or stillness surround you. That's the divine validation entering your body. You are not making it up. You're not imagining this. You are being witnessed by the higher realm right now. You've been upgraded spiritually, downloaded, and finally unlocked. Pipeman. To get blessing 5,656. The people who ignored you, they'll start reaching out again. The ones who doubted your power, they'll start asking for your advice, but don't rush back. Don't offer explanations. Let them wonder how it happened. Let them try to retrace what they missed. Because what you've received, they skipped. That's the difference now. You waited, you finished. You didn't quit at the climax. It changes everything, spiritually, financially, energetically. Tap to get blessing 3,333. Within the next 48 hours, 3 things will begin shifting rapidly. First, you'll feel emotionally lighter, like a long burden has vanished. Second, someone will speak your name in a room that matters. And third, your environment will begin to rearrange itself. Objects will fall, lights may flicker, patterns may break. This is not chaos. This is sacred order. Old energy is leaving your space. You divine essence is moving in. Make room physically and spiritually. You may even feel an urge to clean, organize, or throw things away. That's your higher self. Clearing the runway for what's about to land. Type Amen to get blessing 1,212. Someone who left you for someone else is about to see what they missed. They thought your light had dim, but it only went silent. And now it's louder than ever. They'll watch from afar. They'll pretend not to care what they will feel, the full weight of what they lost. You don't need to call them. You don't need to explain. Your evolution will speak for you. Every step you take from here will burn brighter because now you're walking with divine fuel. Type Amen To get blessing, 4,747. There's a financial blessing coming to you in a way that won't make sense to others. It might be from an old account, a refund, a closed door that's opening without your knock. His blessing is a reward for reading this full transmission. You've proven your spirit is not easily distracted. You've proven you can hold divine instruction. That's why money is about to move toward you in unexpected forms. A payment, a canceled debt, a free gift, a sudden increase. It's already in motion, and your alignment. To lock the vault tap, amen. To get blessing. 8,181. Your sleep may change tonight. You may wake up at strange hours. You may dream with unusual clarity, as not disturbance as initiation. The angels are now programming your subconscious. You may see symbols, people you haven't thought of in years, or rooms filled with light. Don't be afraid. You are not alone in these visions. Your dreams are becoming sacred ground. Every night forward is a classroom, a whispering place for the divine tap. Amen. To get blessing, 2,828. If you feel the need to cry, let it come. The tears are holy. They are carrying energy out of your system. You were never weak. You were absorbing, transmuting, carrying others when you should have been carried. Now that's over. The reversal has begun. What you gave out emotionally, spiritually, even financially is circling back, multiplied, intensified, purified. Those who judged your silence will witness your sound. Those who mocked your absence will witness your return. Type Amen to get blessing. 9,090. From this moment forward, things will not go back to how they were. A divine deed or has taken effect. You are no longer on the path others expected, and that's good because their expectations were limiting your wings. You were never meant to walk. You were meant to fly. You may feel alone in this level, but that's only because few were willing to climb this far. You're not alone, you're just elevated. God has uploaded the new version of you, and the world will have to catch up, pap, to get blessing. 9,898. Archangel Michael says, the final confirmation is already en route. Check your phone, check your inbox, check the sky, literally or spiritually. Something is trying to reach you, something rare, something hand-delivered by heaven. You will know it by its feeling, a wish, a peace, the way your body reacts, like it remembers something you never learned. This is your inner truth surfacing, and nothing can bury it now. Type Amen to good blessing, 2,929. And finally, if this message transforms something inside you, let the heavens know. Don't let it pass like dust anger. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120.